Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door or Doorshutter, coming back to you with a brand new episode of the Direwolf20 1.20 mod pack. Today is episode 40. And quickly before we get started, I just want to say thank you for all of the likes, subscribes, and the views. Honestly, it has been fantastic. We just hit 800 subscribers, and I just really am so thankful to all of you for watching the videos, and I'm hoping in the future, of course, we can kind of continue this trend of getting more subscribers and still making some fantastic content. So behind me, you can see the altar looks a little different. I went ahead and I made a tier 3 altar. The requirements are in these pages. I really don't want to go over all of this, but it is not too complicated because all you need to do is actually just visualize. Let's see. I think it broke because I was in third person. But if you visualize and then right click on the altar, it'll actually give you an outline of where to place the blocks and what blocks to place. So I just went ahead and did that because I wanted to get a head start and get some tier 3 slates. I also got a handful of tier 2s and tier 1s. But I want to get a little bit better off of an altar because I want some capacity runes so I don't have to kill as many mobs um, over time. We can actually make it to where each mob is better off with the runes of sacrifice, but we'll do that here in a second. So I don't know how many of these I can get, but we'll try. So this is actually a tier 3 slate. So we have 5 blocks per side. That'll work. So we're going to break these. Okay. And then I don't know how many we really can put here, but we're just going to go with 8. And then sacrifice, which is either... Yeah, so we just want runes of sacrifice. We don't want runes of self-sacrifice in this case. Is that all of them? Oh, these are the reinforced slates. So we actually could have got these probably a little bit ago, but that's okay. So we'll just grab 8 of these as well. And I think now, quickly want to check this. So we can actually fill in the corners. Tier 1, you can't fill in the corners, but further tiers, you can actually fill in these corners. So we can actually go ahead and do that real quick. So there's some good stuff that we're placing down here. And I guess we could just place the rest of these like so. And then that way we can actually fill this up a little bit more effectively, but also have more space to fill up. So more per mob and basically more over time, because I can just sit here and I can just, spam this and it's just going to be, pretty decent. Not the greatest, of course. We're still going to get towards that, but this will last quite a bit more once I fill it up as well, if that makes sense. I hope that made more sense than what I said. But all right, let's see. What other runes could we look at here? So runes, we do have charging runes. We have the reinforced variants, which I don't really know what these are. With some netherite scrap and some intricate hell-forged parts looted from the demon realm, you can double the power of your speed rune, increasing the crafting rate by an additive of 40% per rune. So it's basically just a better rune overall. So like Rune of Sacrifice gives an additive of 20% per rune. This actually only gives 10%, so that's definitely better, but we do need to go into the demon realm, which is going to be probably later down the line. So let's actually get a Divination sigil, which is this right here, which requires an Arcane Ashes, which requires an Alchemy table. So let's make an Alchemy table real quick. We'll just plop this bad boy down. I don't want to place it there. I want to place it... There we go, that'll work. Okay, so we need... coal, redstone, white dye, coal, redstone, gunpowder, and then white dye. So all of these things, and then an orb. I think all of my orbs are thrown in here. And then we also want to look at the tier 3 orb, which is a gold block. Let's just grab that real quick. Okay, and then we can quickly just get this filled up. I do love how we've kind of automated this so we don't just have a ton of mobs like entity cramming in here. Okay, and we're there. So we can pick this up, right-click to bind it, and that is fantastic. So we have Arcane Ashes, and then we need to get a piece of redstone to get the piece that we need. Ooh, what is that? Living Armor Training Bracelet. No idea what that is. Okay, let me look. Let me just look it back up. Oh no, I have it right here. I just realized that. So redstone and a blank slate. So redstone and then a blank slate, which we can grab from over here. So this, and that should give us a divination sigil. Perfect. So this actually will tell you your current life essence, which is fantastic. So we have 24,700. And then if we look on here, we can see that our current essence is 0 and our current capacity is 26,000. Also tier 3. So right now, if we were to just clear these guys out, so it's probably like 3 or 4 and we got about 4,000. So that's not terrible. Definitely some room for improvement on that. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to tier 4. I think that's fine. I don't think we need anything too special. Because it's just, a lot of it is just normal blocks. Let's see here. Blood Altar. This one actually requires Bloodstone, so we'll wait on that here a second. So, Bloodstone, which is weak blood shards, which is an arc recipe. How do we make this thing? Just like that? Okay, so let's plop this down. And it looks like we need a Sanguine Retriever? Or a Reverter? Which is a Hellfire Forge. Okay, so stone. Which slate is that? Imbued slate. Shears. Okay. And a piece of iron. And our gem. Or do we need a better Tatark gem for this? Minimum 350. So I will need either a common or a greater. Can we get a common one? Yes, we can. Okay, so let me get the common one real quick, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so that is the Sanguine Reverter. So we're going to toss that in here. I don't know how this functions, but we're going to give this a shot here. So what would we trying to get? This right here. So a Master Blood Orb, which is tier 4. Hold on. How? Okay. It's because we need these. The Saturated Tau. I forgot that that's a thing. Oh, goodness. Alright, so, I was just taking a peek at the book here, and there's a chapter in the utility blocks and items called Tiers and Getting Started. This is basically kind of everything you really need to know about getting into blood magic. Of course, there's some things that are missing, but I want to just mention this, because this is actually important, because this actually tells you how to get Tau Fruit. Which is by going into the edge of the hidden realm, which is a ritual. And let's see if I can get this to click here, because it's a little finicky. So we need to be able to make this, which is, we need a ritual diviner and a whole bunch of runes. So 36 runes in total. So let's look at a ritual diviner here. So ritual diviner, which is probably this one. So we're going to need an inscription. So obsidian. So we'll just mark this. Obsidian. Magma cream. Gas tier. And the last one, lapis block. Okay, so Let's actually grab a lever real quick, because we're going to do redstone card if I can. I don't even know if I have a redstone card in here. I do. We're going to toggle this on, and we're going to change this to be redstone high. So if I turn that off, it means it should stop. So let's quickly get this sigil out of here by just getting some blood in there. Okay, and then of course now we can use this, but we need to fill it up more most likely. There is another tier for the Ritual Diviner, by the way, but I think it is a higher tier altar required. Yes, tier 4, and then you put a block of coal to get the next tier in there, which is fine. So let's get magma. So magma cream, gas tier, obsidian, and lapis. Okay, let's just make sure this altar's full, and then we can go lapis. We can go obsidian. We can go gas tier. And then we can go magma cream. I almost said magma cube for a second there. And then that should be a ritual diviner. Okay. We need a master ritual stone. So we do need ritual stone to make a master ritual. I'm pretty sure this is what we need for the actual ritual, isn't it? Ritual diviner. Yeah, so this just tells you a little bit about the ritual diviner. Ritual out of any ritual stones you may be carrying. So this is kind of deceptive. So it is just ritual stones. So we need 36 plus 4. So it looks like we need some more reinforced slates. Okay. And then that means we can make the master ritual stone. We will need a weak activation crystal real quick as well, which is lava crystal put into a blood altar to make a weak activation crystal. Quickly get some more blood. Okay, so that is there. Right click just to make sure it's bound to us. Perfect. And then let's get... Which orb do I have? Blood magic orb. Which tier are we on? So magicians. So I have apprentice. So I want the magician's blood orb here. Let's toss that in there and let's get that filled up a little bit. Let's get our divination sigil. So yes, this is gonna be a little bit more. I think each tier orb you get, the higher LP you have. So that is a good thing. And also, one of the reasons why I'm kind of like a little stuttery on a lot of this stuff with blood magic is because honestly, I don't remember it. I think the last time I played blood magic in any capacity was Cave Factory. And that has been a long time ago, in all honesty. So, just a quick side note on that. I don't see a lot of changes within it, but it is just kind of having to come back to me a little bit to be able to kind of progress through this. So, let's see, how much do we have? Okay, so that should be enough. So let's look at the ritual that we need here. So if we, I think we can kind of scroll through here. So Serenade of the Nether, Ritual of Full Spring, Green Grove, High Jump, Filler, Zephyl, Magnetism, I don't even know what that is. Hidden Realm, this is what we're looking for. Okay, so let's get our thing plopped down here. And we're going to stand in an empty block and then just hold right click on this. Okay. And then let's make sure we get that out of our inventory a little bit. Levers as well. Let's get another backpack. I have tons of backpacks in here apparently. So gold. I don't really need this right now. Or that. I also do have a diamond backpack, so we'll use the diamond one first. But all we need to do is right-click with the weak activation crystal. And then we can right-click with this. And we are in a blood magic dungeon here. So immediately we get an iron key. Let's see. How does this work? So do I need to just... So Tau oil. Rabbit's foot. Let's grab the eggs. What are these? Okay, so these are blazes. They just don't look right. Yeah, they're like invisible. Interesting. But we got a blaze instruction manual from Iron Spells, which is pretty cool. Don't think that's really intentional, but that's okay. Oh yeah, so saturated Tau fruit. Ooh, I actually kind of want to steal that hoe, so I can pull that enchantment off of it. And here's actually some more Tau, which is awesome. It's exactly what we're looking for. But I think now, is there a way to make an iron key? There actually is ways to make an iron key. Because we didn't find one in here, which is kind of sad. So if I go back, I should be able to look at that potentially. Also, this is blood. You can actually bucket this up if you wanted to. So let's pop back here real quick. So what would I need? Iron, redstone. Iron key. I need to bookmark that real quick. And then which tier slate is that? 2? Imbued? I think that's a tier 3 slate. Yes, tier 3 slate. Perfect. All right, and then we're gonna do this, 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 and then this. And then we just want to grab 3, I think, from this, and that'll be fine. I don't think we really 100% need it, but I just want to check out the rest of the dungeon and just kind of go from there. Okay, so we'll pull those out. We don't need any more. And we may have a chance of getting other keys from the other pieces of this dungeon, but for right now, we'll see. So we'll open up this guy. Okay, so the spawner is where? I would assume it's probably in this junk pile in the middle here. But actually a normal wither skeleton skull spawner, that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's snag that up, which is fire protection. Not too terrible. I forgot all my totems were placed in here. I never took them out. Oh well. I can actually take the rest of those bookshelves. I do not think that's a problem. Okay, what do we got over here? Demon Will, Tau Fruit. More Tau Fruit. I mean, I'm okay with the Tau Fruit, honestly. Looks like we got something here. Potion of Invisibility. Soft Coating. No idea what that means. Empty Map. Looms. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, I know what this... I've seen this one. I remember this from Cave Factory. It's a good thing that we got some Tau Fruit first. Just overall, because it's... the saturated's definitely a little bit more harder to make. We will have to use mobs and stuff to get to that. I hear blazes, I just don't see them. But that's okay. Let's get out of there. Last roam. Okay, so this is just the same as the last time we were. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Of course, this is what they consider a simple dungeon. It's actually referred to in the book that is from blood magic. So that's how you get the Tau fruit, which is fantastic. I'm kind of curious what this stuff is. So fortune extract, does this give you fortune if you drink it or something? Interesting. Another fire protection. Okay. But yeah, that is all that's in here, really. I mean, you could technically take some of this stuff, I think. Like, can we go into here? Where was that room? Can we take these stones? Also, yes, you have to be careful because it is not flooring under you. Like, I think that's fine, just taking all these. Because I will need them in the future anyway. So, okay. But that is that. I think we can take this centerpiece out. Hey, I don't know. Can you take this out? Is there anything in the book about this? Which I think the book has been thrown in here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything talking about how to dismantle this thing. All right, I'll just break it. All right, so we're just going to take the saturated Tau, throw it in here, and this should give us the crystal pieces, or the weak blood shards. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so this is a tier 4 altar, as well as giving us the ability to make bloodstone for tier 4. So let's get a piece of stone. That's blood. That's 8 of those. So basically what we're going to do now is go to tier 4, which is here. Visualize. Right, click on that. In the book will probably be placed in there if there's nothing in there. And basically, I just need to excavate around this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the warden down there, but I'm going to kind of create like a temple-esque structure around this to then kind of encapsulate it. But yeah, you can see where these are. It's a little difficult to tell if a block is still where you're looking, but, you know, just kind of mining it out like this. So I'm going to upgrade this to tier 4. I'm going to start getting some of the slates because it's just the same process. Let a normal slate go in, get to tier 2, tier 3. I'm probably going to look at getting some augmented capacity runes, just normal capacity runes. The augmented, by the way, is a basically multiplies the what you have in capacity runes. Because I'm just going to keep butchering the name of that. But it is a fantastic thing. I think it's like a 7.25 according to the book per rune. But you also need to have capacity runes in here because if you don't, they don't multiply anything, basically, from what I can understand in the book. So that is something to think about as well. There's tons and tons of configurations you could do with these altars, especially because they have the reinforced piece, which just increases the overall, you know, power of the said rune, whether that be sacrifice, whether that be speed, whether that be acceleration. All of those have different tiers and everything like that. So definitely something to look into. Let's quickly just take out these corner blocks. And that is the excavation process. I think for the most part, we're probably going to do runes of sacrifice and runes of capacity here. Just fill this in. And then whatever downstairs, maybe blank runes, maybe capacity, maybe sacrifice. I don't know the limitations, and I'll probably take off these speed runes and put more sacrifices there. So, yeah. With that, we're going to wrap this one up here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I still apologize for kind of the stutteriness and the kind of lack of knowledge of blood magic. It has just been so long. And I know, of course, tier 6 is not in here. There is actually a chapter. Let me go grab the book real quick that I wanted to bring to your attention before we head off here. There is a chapter in utility, what is this? Utility blocks and items called Not Yet Implemented, which gives you a list of everything that's not implemented as of current. And while that's kind of sad, it is what it is. And I'm just glad it is on 1.20.1. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.